We are live. This is the market update. I am your host, Bill Noble. I missed the rally. I missed the dip. I was long. I was short. I got stopped out. I get it. You need to get sorted out. No problem. I'm here. We're going to not focus on the range, and we're going to focus on the trend. We are going to get the right sectors. We are going to get the right sectors, for goodness sake, because that's the key to this up move. Meme coins are a sector. They've done well. They're a leadership sectors. What other sectors will follow? Don't go anywhere. If you need a roadmap in crypto, subscribe to this channel. Turn on alerts so you know when we're going live. And if the content works for you, please either hit the like button or the buy button. This is the members only YouTube section, where you can get either a cool emoji next to your name and have radical fun emojis to use during the stream, 12 of them. Or if you go VIP, we've rolled out the portfolio show. Ace coin picker Toby Ward versus your humble knuckle dragger host. We have sector reports. We have Coinbase alts. Members are printing. Want to know what to get on the dip? Don't miss this election rally, for goodness sakes. Also, this is brought to you by my Patreon. Patreon has been undersold of late. If you like videos like this, right? 6th Street Crypto with newsletter attached to it, that's our middle tier for $15 a month. Bottom line, come see us. You're overseas, US dollars a problem? No problem. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to Unhinged Crypto. We'll show you that later. Bottom line is, we're going to get you sorted out today. We're going to get you live TA, PowerPoint, and news. We're going to give you everything you need to take advantage of this dip. Now, one point of information, if you're looking at today's thumbnail, that is not the son of a public figure. That is an attempt to draw Bill Noble in the 90s with hair. So feel free to check that out. That is me on the thumbnail. All right, let's welcome who's here. Welcoming members, Big Rich in the house, the Spartans, welcome. Union Crypto, Patriot Caveman, welcome. Make sure you check out his coin, Quantum Group, right? Welcoming members. All right, we have Bull Runner first on the stream. Yappy, the water guy, welcome. Andre, the OGs, Bart Hendricks, Kenny, welcome. Oh my God, please help me. I will. Don't worry. I'm going to get sorted out, right? Bob Marsh is here. Right on. Wrong again. Ron, howdy. Tussle, Quantum Guru, a member. Okay. This is live. Yes, we have a time bug. We are working on it. Crypto Steph in the house. Fuzz Crypto, the Biomex from Billy Goat Tales. Make sure you check them out on Twitter. Hank and Harley, Philip, John, Gian, Maiku, members, Joe Mike, John Ryan. Let's go. Good advice. Let's go. All right, people. Inflation shock imminent as liquidity tsunami looms. No. Liquidity tsunami looms because deflation shock imminent. Maybe not imminent. You cannot have 20% of the world's economic growth, aka China, in a deflationary spiral and have massive inflation. You got to try really hard and do some really silly things to get inflation moving when a huge chunk of the world is deflating and our economy is held up by sugar from Uncle Sugar, which has to be rationalized. This is just Wall Street trying to be cool, in my opinion. Bank of America trading results beat, right? Goldman did good on trading revenue, but charge-offs What's a charge-off? Not performing loans. Chapter 11 filings hit its highest level in more than a decade. Does that look like it's going to stop anytime soon? I don't think so. Fed needs to cut rates, period, on a continual, ongoing basis. This whole thing, inflation's going to reignite. No. Okay. Maybe a little bit early on if equities do well. Once they stop the sugar, no way. Gee, so BlackRock Bull posted crypto all day yesterday, and everybody got short. Crazy. We're going to go over that. BlackRock CEO says we believe in Bitcoin is an asset class unto itself, which is a nice way of saying we're marketing this ETF to every pension fund, every mutual fund, everybody, every retail investment advisor, everybody. We want people to buy Bitcoin through us. That's why they made the product. If they had released this in December of last year, people would have gone bananas. Now it's like, oh, yeah, okay. Let's draw some lines in the range. No. Let's think about the trend. Wait, Larry's back again? Larry Fink says the role of Ethereum as a blockchain can grow dramatically. Larry's obviously not reading any crypto news where they're declaring, Ethereum is dead. Ethereum is not dead. It's getting so hard to talk about, it has to be a bottom. Either that or I'm going to wear like the boomer dunce hat for the rest of the cycle. Ethereum is money, and Larry knows it, and so do I. Okay. Again, okay, BlackRock says, hey now. Federal official says Bitcoin remains worthless after 12 years. Okay, so small reminder that value is a perception, right? And these guys have a little bit of a problem because the only way out of a debt problem is to devalue the currency. So I think this guy should stay in his lane and worry about his own problems. You leave the digital assets to us, okay? And you do what you need to do because you need to go do it. So it's not funny what's going on. I don't care what happens in the fall with the event. I don't care. They got serious issues over there. So you leave the crypto to us and Larry. Thank you. Right? Ancient Bitcoin whale has $75 million and he keeps on selling. Yeah, okay. You guys just keep trying to hold it down so it doesn't embarrass anybody. And when this guy's done selling his $75 million in Bitcoin to Michael Saylor and every big macro hedge fund and BlackRock and Charles Schwab and everybody else, there won't be an offer for Bitcoin when these guys are done. Have fun. Party on. The more volume that occurs inside of a range, the bigger the breakout. Everyone is talking about everything with this range except that. So Chicago Merc Legacy Futures Exchange now has some like Friday betting mechanism. Like, where's Bitcoin going to close on a Friday with economic data? Like, everybody wants to get into the Bitcoin betting game. Okay. Cash margin Bitcoin futures are more popular than ever. In other words, everybody in Legacy is trying to buy Bitcoin through futures, right? Like somebody made this really good point in the comments. I actually like hard-hitting comments. This guy was like, hey, dude, if I can't get access to Bitcoin and I can't get access to the Bitcoin ETF, I can buy MicroStrategy. I was like, I'm not down on MicroStrategy, but I was like, well, why wouldn't you buy Bitcoin? Well, somebody was like, because I can't. I'm like, oh, that's a good point. MicroStrategy may not stop. And by the way, every hedge fund in the world is after the futures contract because they know this thing is going to launch itself. Everybody doing this is dumb, right? Larry doesn't know what he's talking about. Bitcoin jumps to 68K before quick plunge lower. I love this. Ready? Sudden Bitcoin price spike creates $285 million in liquidations. 63 million in liquidations hit the market as Bitcoin price falls. You know what a range is? It's an open invitation to lose money if you're a trend follower. Like, there are professional traders, things will go up, they'll sell, it'll go down, they'll buy, and they will do that until it doesn't work anymore, right? And if you're chasing these things and you're not, buying dips, or it's just a recipe to get chopped up. Don't get chopped up. Let's just buy stuff, not investment advice. Let's just get stuff when it's down, and then just wait for them to get done with the gymnastics, the fear, the overseas risk, whatever. By the way, you notice oil's down today. We'll go over it. All this fear for what? Okay, so here's everybody drawing in the range. I don't want to make fun of technical analysis, but, we got a lot of line drawers out there. A lot of people drawing lines. Typically, these things are not constructive. I'm just going to be honest. However, you got to remember, this is more of a legacy asset now with the ETF. So we'll see. We'll see. I would prefer to focus on getting the right sectors and Bitcoin and Ethereum at the right price and get set up, because I think the risk going into the election is that not that you got too much crypto, that you don't have enough crypto, because when it takes off, you just want to let it go. Standard Chartered Bank says Bitcoin could revisit the high before the election. Well, thank you. I really like these guys at Standard Chartered, right? Everyone's like, oh, Bitcoin could go to 170K. Look, no one's talking about 80. No one's talking about 77. He must watch the show, right? When is somebody going to talk about 77 or 80? Where's this market if ETH is at 3,000 or Bitcoin is at 77? Where is it? It's just like, there is like an entire altcoin universe that has done absolutely nothing. We'll cover it in the PowerPoint. So don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Please don't go anywhere. Getting a message here that the GOAT coin just made a new all-time high. Anthony Pomplino predicts Tesla's automation will accelerate the adoption of stablecoins because nobody wants to spend Bitcoin. Okay. People will spend stablecoins and invest in Bitcoin. The more we get people on chain, the more bid there's going to be. People will be like, you know what? I wonder if there's an alternative to tech stocks in crypto. Maybe. Oh my God. Okay, so Bitcoin RSI analysis says 233K Bitcoin price spike possible next year. Okay, so the media's got to write about something. They call technical analysts to say, what do you got? I got this. Okay, let's worry about 80. Meanwhile, legacy companies, or Blockstream rather, raises money using, bonds to get more Bitcoin. Okay, it's not the only, MicroStrategy is not the only company doing this. Greyscale wants to make basically altcoin stock market products. And they're just going to keep doing it. Like, you're going to be able to buy altcoins in baskets, or as Toby Ward says, buckets, through Greyscale, right? If you go to Banter Bubbles, like, for example, you can like filter this like Toby does by sector. It's like, okay, here are the DeFi coins, right? This is what Grayscale is going to do. They're going to put coins from different sectors or buckets into trading products. But crypto's going lower. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get short. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh, you got to be kidding me, right? Solana's TVL at 6.1 billion. Meme coins. I believe MOG is an ETH meme coin. Brett on base. Everything's waking up. No one's paying attention. So we have SPX, Mudang, Popcat, Whiff, and Sigma. You know what? More power to them. More power to them. Let's get the speculative juices going in the market. Because one thing you're noticing is that when the market goes down, these coins aren't crashing. Like you don't get 20% down moves in these things anymore. The fear is still there, but the selling isn't. Singularity DAO, like AI tokens merge, TAO up only, fetch and render doing nothing. No one cares. I care. You care. You better care. Because when this thing goes after the election, the people who listen to this show, the people, the YouTube members, the Patreon subscribers who bring you this free show, you guys are getting in. It's not investment advice. It's advice. It's not investment advice. It's leading you to some sort of freedom. And this is a lot easier to get involved. In other words, if you enter now and it goes down, well, you can just lose a little. But if you enter now and it goes up, the upside, as the thumbnail says, is enormous. Base becomes largest Ethereum rollup. Gee, so Ethereum is dead, huh? Base doesn't have a native token, people. The native token of Base is ETH. You go on Base with ETH and trade. Coinbase wallets have fiat on-ramps. Base coins have some Base coins have done 3Xs and no one is paying attention. No one. It's time to pay attention, right? I mean, I had somebody yesterday say, you know what, dude, don't do any news, just do charts. And I get that. Everyone wants the charts, but you got to focus because everyone is asleep here. Like the media is literally telling you, dear crypto universe, we're asleep. DeFi infrastructure is holding back mass adoption. Now that could be true. That could be true, which is why you're going to have legacy banks eventually coming in and BlackRock and offering services where you can get yield on crypto through them. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, right? It's absolutely going to happen. Aiken reminding you to join Patreon. Patreon's probably the most underpriced service that we have, right? YouTube Premium's got the portfolio show in it. I know people charge a lot of money for that. Sectors. Hey, man, get involved. You hear me yelling into this mic? Tokenization on track to reach huge market cap by 2030. Check the price of OHM lately. Check the price of ONDO and DUSK. OHM is up, but ONDO and DUSK and all these RWA plays have not moved yet. And BlackRock is bull posting crypto. Ripple with XRP, which we'll look at, looking for exchange partners. Can you imagine what would happen if XRP woke up? SHIB trying to build something, right? These meme coins are all going to drive value either through community, NFTs, or some sort of functionality. Everyone's sleeping, like I said. When all these meme coin profits come out, right? When people make, multiple X's on meme coins, that money's going to roll and go somewhere. Man who accidentally threw hard drive away with 8,000 Bitcoin sues the local city for not turning the garbage excavation site upside down. People, let's hold on to our crypto and not click on anything if we can help it. Stripe, the first to utilize a new stablecoin payment from Paxos. And people act like this is just not happening. None of this is reflected in price. None of it. None of it is reflecting in price. Absolutely none. Okay. Bob says cross-chain will be necessary to function. We're coming out with a cross-chain report. I have a couple cross-chain charts here. Jordan Key, welcome. Jordan Key's like, get aboard. We're going, right? Get on board. Dutch Farmer, you're never too late. You're never too early. You're right on time. Joe Mike is here. Rocket, the principal. Welcome. Philip, Hank, welcome to the show. Okay. On Telegram from the Eagle King, through which none of this would be possible. Okay. Welcome a new member, Patrick from Australia. He wants to hear about XRP and AMP. Okay. So let's go to live TA. I think I had XRP in the deck, but we can do it right now. I don't know, man. You got a Fibonacci circle analysis point right here. You got a complex head and shoulders bottom. The whole market looks like this. The whole market looks like this. I mean, do you realize that it's in theory, if this pattern completed itself, XRP would go up 60%. 60%. I mean, is that even possible? I don't know. What if it was? You have to start asking yourself these questions. Like, what happens if ETH is at 3,000 and XRP is up 60%? Where's the rest of the market? And then go look at some altcoin that hasn't moved yet. I mean, would I give up on XRP here? Why? I wasn't give up on anything. I mean, I would actually try to add, and if it fell apart and the stop went down here, okay, just stop out. But I mean, you got 7 to 10% downside and 60% upside. I don't think you need to buy a trading book to know that could be pretty good, particularly since a capital markets friendly outcome and oil is down. Like, everybody is worried about what's going on overseas. Dude, oil got to its equilibrium zone at 77 and fell out of bed. So, I mean, we'll see. But what's everyone all upset about? Everyone gets long, everyone gets short, and it goes up. Everyone gets long, and it goes down. Everyone's sitting around losing money trying to trade inside of a range, and you're going to miss the trend and the big signals like this one. Okay, AMP. Okay, another Coinbase coin. You know how many Coinbase coins we got in the premium member zone? Holy cow. All these reports, most of them, Coinbase alts. A lot of them are on Coinbase. Get involved, people. Get involved. Okay, AMP sitting on its equilibrium, right? This is a daily chart. And I'm sure that if I just zoom out, you have premium up at 0.005. It's currently at 0.003. So it's sitting on a balance zone. And in Elliott wave terms, a lot of times when you retrace, like even if it's still a down market, you retrace where the give up trade started from. So we talked a lot about this last night on the portfolio show, that when you have down moves like this, they get unwound the same way. So straight down can lead to straight up. So, I mean, feel free to tune into that show in the VIP area to see the coins that we're looking at. But I mean, this is the same thing. And again, this is absolutely everywhere. It's everywhere, right? Okay, let's go to PowerPoint. Some people like PowerPoint. Some people love PowerPoint. Some people hate it. Some people just cannot live without it. So this is not investment advice. Okay, oil. So, I'm going to hit your empty buildings, and then you're going to turn around and hit my empty buildings, and we'll call it a day. That's a guess on overseas events. I realize humanity is involved. These type of things are very serious. But if there was truly something amiss over there, oil would be at 100, because oil companies have the best intel in private sector. They know it before anybody. So they sold oil. And, I guess we'll wait a couple of days. I know the market is afraid of this. I respect that. But I still want to eat the dip. Like, you want to push me out on some event, go ahead, push me out. But if you don't push me out, I'm going to press the advantage come next month. Right? In other words, how many of these events can we fall for before they're exhausted? Are you exhausted by negative news flow? Are you exhausted by things that make you feel bad? Excellent. Because you could be energized by things that are constructive, like major crypto opportunities. Gold, back at the Gold Ranch, you have a major LuxAlgo buy signal today. The last time you had a major LuxAlgo buy signal, exactly the same strength, gold went whoop. And the Fed says Bitcoin has no value, right? Gold is a shiny rock. Well, they sure want the shiny rock. I love it. I mean, you realize what happens if this thing takes out 3,000? I mean, you're going to have this like trigger event. You're going to have Dixie lower and you're going to have Bitcoin flying. Bitcoin dominance. Oh my God. Can you believe this? Bitcoin dominance at its premium zone. LuxAlgo buying it today. Oh my goodness. All right. They're going to give you such a fantastic entry point in altcoins. This is also a signal that Bitcoin could just go to 80 like Standard Chartered and your favorite ex-Wall Street analyst is telling you, right? VIP member asking for DEGEN. Luckily, that's the next slide. So DEGEN, it's got like a 5-wave top, sell the fact on the Coinbase listing. I'm guessing you could have a 30% range in DEGEN with this support point. Like it's not, it's going to trade in a range. So if you have 10, 15, 20%, I'm okay with that. I know that's a lot of volatility in the P&L, but if it goes back and forth, and I wouldn't be surprised if the dip was short-lived. In other words, if everybody goes to sell the fact and it doesn't go down more than 20%, it could just turn around and go up again. I'm still okay if DEGEN just kind of goes sideways. It would actually be healthy if it did. If it just like consolidated the gains. This thing is going, not investment advice, materially higher. Like decentralized social interaction. Coinbase stock broke out just yesterday and is kind of doing a return move. It's at equilibrium at 215. Head and shoulders bottom was at the discount zone 3 days ago. Coinbase. This discount zone 3 days ago. 264 is the premium zone. I'm guessing it can go higher. AERO. Okay, so AERO was one of the first altcoins along with OHM to reach its premium zone. So AERO, MicroStrategy, and OHM all got to the premium zone, right? Consolidation could be in order. But if you look at the size of this rounding bottom, the top of it's 120, the bottom is 40 cents. This is the DEX on base. Where's this going? You tell me. You break out of a rounding formation like that, the healthiest thing that can happen is that you get some kind of dip. If you got some kind of dip and it just kind of consolidated for a week, terrific. Like that would actually be healthy. But where is a base DEX going? You realize this is to get to Uniswap's peak market cap from last cycle, according to something I saw on Twitter, this is a 30x. Zcash, my favorite thing that goes up when the market's down. This is in a Greyscale product, people. It goes up, it consolidates, it goes down, A, B, C, and then boom, back it comes. Money, crypto as money. No one wants to talk about it, except Larry Fink. Fantom, LuxAlgo buy signal, strong one. Premium zones, $1. You want to get in the way of these fast layer ones? Yep. Don't really advise that. Don't advise it. XRP, we just talked about it, right? What happens if XRP goes up 60%? And OHM, where you can tokenize treasury bills and borrow stable coins to do what? Buy Bitcoin. Like BlackRock is already in here. They're already in here. They've been tokenizing treasuries and borrowing against it 6 months ago. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Chainlink, cross-chain. Remember cross-chain? Remember Chainlink? It's trading below equilibrium. It broke a trend line and it's hanging out. RUNE, cross-chain trading, cup and handle. Lots of resistance, money pouring into this. Premium zone, $7. What do you think is going to happen when this breaks out? Like if Solana, SUI, SEI, Ethereum, and Bitcoin all explode at the same time, where's this coin going to be traded? Okay, got a user request for METIS. Let's see. I don't know, man. Speed, magnitude, and direction. What goes down a certain way can go back up the exact same way. Does that sound familiar? LuxAlgo is putting support underneath this at 42. And like equilibrium in METIS is at $34.72. I mean, the whole market looks like this. Did I mention that? The whole market looks like this. Just that everybody goes to the one that's up 15%. Naturally, I get it. And they're like, whoo, up 13%. Oh my goodness. What happens if this happens across the board? Across the board. I'm a broken record. DUSK. Privacy, layer 1 for real world assets, doing absolutely nothing. Sitting close to its discount zone with equilibrium 100% away. ONDO, remember this? First, it was a parking lot. Everyone parked their money there during the down move. Then the down move got to ONDO. Now it's an empty parking lot. No one is interested. No one interested. LuxAlgo's got money flowing in and a nice little uptrend line sitting right here. Equilibrium's $1, premium's at $1.50. No interest. Crazy. See, it's not that I have a problem with meme coins, right? If we want to get going on meme coins and they want to take it as far as they want to take it, excellent. But the meme coins are telling you that eventually the liquidity is going to find a home. That money is going to come in here, right? Because as soon as Uncle Sugar has to stop the sugar, the Fed's going to have to cushion the blow. Because, I mean, you know, they borrowed like, what did they do? Like in a week, they did like $285 billion. Just, you know, 700,000 new federal employees. That can't last, right? And then they're going to want to put assets on chain. If you have defaults, if you have things going on, I mean, this is the future, and it's not even being acknowledged in the present at all. And by the way, it's all on Coinbase. This is on Coinbase. No one cares. AAVE. They're building DeFi platforms on top of this thing. You have a giant cup, a giant handle. You went all the way up, came all the way back, and now LuxAlgo poured in yesterday with the 3 signal. And DeFi is not going up, right? Stop it. Do you know where this thing topped out at like 400 last cycle? That is not going back there? Like, I got a business partner, Toby Ward. It's like everything is definitely going to retrace. Non-investment advice back to where it was in May, and everything else is pretty much going to make a new all-time high above where it is in March. And we're sitting around going, oh, I think I'll get short at 65, cover at 68, then I'll get long, and then it'll go down, and that's what we're doing. Not if you're listening to me, not if you're in the Patreon group, not if you're in the YouTube membership. If you had both, it's still half the price of what other people are charging. Come on over. Come see us. 0x0, AI and privacy. Head and shoulders bottom. Are you getting the point on this? Like, If this thing took off and went to its premium zone, it's 139%. Oh my God, look at this. PAL, the bot marketplace. So shoulder, head, shoulder. LuxAlgo, conviction. The higher the number, the more the conviction. A 4 buy signal in PAL. 107% to equilibrium, to like the balance zone. This thing was at the discount zone a month ago. LuxAlgo came in 2 days later. By the way, that affiliate link is down below. No, I don't have to sell it. I really don't. It's just like, hey, let's go. There's like a custom Bill Noble indicator that's coming out soon. It's actually ready to go. I just got to launch it. I'm too busy telling everybody at the moment to get involved. Then we can get the fancy indicator going, and I'll show you how that helps you read Elliott wave. This is an example. So TAO has a 5-wave structure, right? That means it's definitely a bull market, and maybe you're going to get some consolidation. Just looking at the Binance history, equilibrium is at 721. Premium is at 1200. Like if there was a Magnificent 7, this fetch or render would probably be the AI coins. This one could be a 1-coin market for AI. And that is the market update. That is the market update. Indie Rock Crypto is like, yo, I want my news. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Bob is like, don't get oh my God. Steve J is here, the guy who's done DeFi for 2 years, right? Saying ARPA privacy added to smart contracts. Okay. How might a person use OHM to buy BTC versus BTC direct purchases? Okay. So as I understand it, you can tokenize a treasury bill and get stable coins. I'm just making an example that you could take those stable coins and buy Bitcoin. So you could go from a treasury bond in legacy to stables to Bitcoin. Instead of having to sell the treasury and get the cash and deposit it somewhere and then turn around and buy Bitcoin, you just go to OHM, drop the treasury bond there, get the stable coins, and off you go. It's probably not that simple, but obviously OHM is going up for a reason, right? People want on that chain, right? Remember Ponky? Sure. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. NDX, SPX down, Bitcoin up. Yeah. Yeah, man. Because when is somebody going to figure out that Web 2 is priced for perfection? That would be tech stocks. And crypto is ignored. Oh my God. Philip wants to do Giga. All right. So I guess we're doing that. I guess we got to start with GOAT. I know a guy who found this. Like the Twitter image was so weird. I was like, I don't think I can show this. Look, man, this is probably a blow off top. Then again, you could have said the same thing here. $157 million market cap. More power to him. Giga Chad. That's what we're talking about. $410 million market cap. Now, one thing about these coins that I will tell you is that the people who made money in these type of coins, like they had a hodl through this. They had to tolerate that. They had to tolerate all the way up, all the way back down again. And then it went. SPX 6900 was worse. It's an example of how you got to believe in whatever it is. Like these sort of, this is probably not the best example, or actually it is. You just have to like, the move was so extreme right? Like, look at what this thing did to people before it mooned. They dropped it twice. Like up, drop, up, drop. And they washed out everybody in this range, and then it just went to $700 million. You know, the power of cult, community, whatever you want to call it. Okay, SUI for a member. By the way, people who get emojis, not only do you get an emoji next to your name, right, but you get priority on comments. We're doing tons of live TA, prioritizing those people right now. Definitely want to see you guys get what you need. Okay, so everybody has got to figure out, like I have to predict the exact low in SUI on the dip now. Okay, so this X means there will probably be more correcting. You did get more correcting. Yesterday on the member stream, we discussed 205 as a level. So I'm giving you that. 195 is also a level. My guess is with stuff like this is that dips will be few and far between. And, you know, when they give you this, see how it gives you the 5-wave? It gets to a premium zone. This is a tactical chart. Did the same on the daily. So you get this 5-wave, and then you get this like zigzag down. A, B, C. And you could get more downside here if that's what they're in the mood for. You know, everybody who came in late got washed out. That's kind of typical. That's why 195 could be relevant. People, this is like Solana last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it goes down like this, get it while it's hot. You get these like 5, 6, 7% down days. You best take it. Breaking news. Total spot Bitcoin ETF trading surpasses 2.1 billion for the second consecutive day. Because, you know, Bitcoin has no value. The market's not going up. I've got plenty of time to buy. We can all be negative. Nobody wants to buy anything but meme coins. People, please. For goodness sakes. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. The media is telling you there's sector news. And no one's paying attention. Right? When someone does pay attention, it's going to be like, boom. Okay? Boom. Indie Rock Crypto says charts are best when they are just classical charting of Japanese candles. So funny. I took a class from the guy named Steve Nissen who got the original candlestick manuscripts from Japan translated into English and then wrote a book about it. Those things, candles were used to trade their rice markets going all the way back to 1766. There were 3 people in the class. People thought he was out of his mind. I'm like, oh my God, this is incredible. Now everyone's got it. Right? It's like, find the thing that no one wants to do and then go do that. Right? You know what our version of that is? Let me see if I still have it up here. How could I have closed it? Our version of that is a person named Toby Ward who reads this, and we put it together with LuxAlgo to make the kind of videos that you see in our premium group. And, you know, if you don't have the dough, we have a free YouTube channel called Unhinged Crypto. We have like a little happy hour podcast thing that we do. So yesterday we did 3 shows. We did the premium show, the portfolio show for the members, followed by the market update, followed by happy hour. Feel free to catch any of the shows. There's alpha everywhere. We would appreciate a follow and a like because everyone counts. Every single one counts. Every single viewer, every single customer, every single person matters. We care about what happens to you. One of the things that you can do on YouTube or whatever social media platform is complain about how bad everything is. Or you can get in our YouTube member area, Patreon, or whatever, and get free. Get involved, get free. You know, a certain big entrepreneur came out with a thing today, and he says the first thing you need to do to be successful is to take risk, work hard. 6 months, it's been time to like shy away from risk. Now it's time to like, I don't know, take $50, get some research and try to get involved. It's not investment advice. It's just like, it's an invitation to enter into an asset class. Okay. Lee wants, oh my goodness, Gann Fan analysis on Bitcoin. Ooh, all right. Normally I do that by hand. But sometimes people like live TA because they just want to see me struggle with it. So let's try something. Okay, so this is the 2-week chart of Bitcoin going back to 2017. I don't know. Maybe we can try a 3-month chart. No, that's too much. Let's just try something weird like 2 weeks. Okay. So then let's try drawing a 45-degree line. So there's just a random 45-degree line that basically hits the 2017 low with the 2017 high. Then I locate the Gann Fan lines. The white line is where the 45-degree line should match up. Then you see what you get. Oh, look what you get. You got Bitcoin on a 2-week chart headed through a Gann Fan line, which also happens to be a LuxAlgo trend line on the 2-week chart, which is right there. You got a LuxAlgo buy signal on the 2-week chart, breaking through a Gann Fan line. You know what I'm saying? Bart Hendricks saying deep in. TC Pro banging away with those emojis. Interesting that this Gann Fan structure that I just happened to draw caught the 2 overshoots from last time. I mean, that's just how it works. You put a 45-degree angle on a chart like this. I mean, this will change as I change the size of the screen, but kind of interesting how it also, this fan structure caught the low from 2022. It caught the high and the low. How freaky is that? Gann is freaky. So, okay. Let's sum this up, right? If you can get involved, do so. If you're afraid, that could be a sign you should get involved. Here's how your mind works. Your mind goes, you go up into the point where you're uncomfortable. Then your mind goes, stop. Go back to a place where you're comfortable. Because that's what your mind does. It's trying to keep you safe from, you know, a saber-toothed tiger like you're a caveman. What you should do is if you're afraid or you're approaching the discomfort zone, scan this QR code, get some research, and try to push past fear, anxiety, worry, bad news. And you know what? Try. Like there's another way of saying get involved that isn't so YouTube-ish. Just try. Because if you try, last year, if you tried in October, we did this on the member stream. Toby Ward says, bring up October of last year. I bring up October on the member stream. What happened in mid-October of last year? I'm not going to tell you. What I am going to tell you is try. Try. And if it doesn't work out, try again. Don't invest the rent money, but you want to make sure that you try so that you have enough or the right coins so that if it goes, you're there, right? The cardinal sin of Wall Street is not to say I'm bullish and have it go down. That is not going to get you in trouble because people are wrong. In legacy, 60% accuracy is considered genius. In crypto, they expect 95% accuracy. In legacy, if you're right 60% of the time, you're a genius. Now, where Wall Street is tough is that if you're bullish, you better be there. And if it goes up, you better have a huge position that you bought at a great price, and you can just watch it go. Because the chief trader is going to come down the aisle and go, okay, you're bullish. It's going up. You made tons of money, right? Because if you tell him you chickened out or the position was too small or whatever, that's it, right? If you believe it or you have a view, don't get dogmatic, like don't dig in and not manage risk. What I'm saying is, you believe that this is going up, if you believe in crypto, if you believe that we are about to go from a nonsensical range to a much, much, much bigger trend, then you got to be there. You got to try. You got to push past the point of discomfort, right? And, that's not easy. It sounds like it's easy for me because I'm here belting it into a microphone, but it's not easy. I got to read research. I got to look at charts. I got to listen to Toby Ward. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who are you listening to? Who are you listening to push past? I got to listen to David Goggins on Instagram. Patreon work goes out late at night, servicing those guys, keeping all those people happy. Podcasts, sector work, the whole 9 yards, YouTube. I got to listen to David Goggins that says same thing. Your mind will tell you to stop. And as soon as it does, that's the signal to keep going. And when you do that, you will adjust. Your mind will go, oh, wow, we're pushing past the stop point. Let's keep going. And it'll get easier to try, right? Bob Marr says, November will be huge. Okay, people, get an emoji, get a membership, get in Patreon. We will see you next time.